Coming up today, we're chatting with Cleo Rapture.
Once you move past the barrier of stripping down in front of strangers and doing something athletic, it's very therapeutic in my experience.
Dan will tell you about a tasty musical collaboration happening at Vamp Wine Rooms, and I'll tell you about a gorgeous pup looking for her forever home. Produced on Awabakal and Warramai land, this is The Good Stuff, powered by BYD on Newcastle Live.
This is
Good.
good stuff.
The Good Stuff. A super sweet 3-year-old dog named Ruby is currently looking for her forever home. Ruby, who's a little bull Arab, came into Dog Rescue Newcastle's care in November with her 9 puppies who have all now made their way to their new families. Mama Ruby is now looking for her forever home too. To find out more, head on over to newcastlelive.com.au.
Good stuff.
Local pole dance instructor Cleo Rapture has a new show coming to the Rogue Scholar on the 2nd of February. Here's the chat that we had with Cleo ahead of the next instalment of The Rapture. How did you first get into pole, and can you tell us a little bit about your journey from, starting pole to evolving into Cleo Rapture?
Yes, I can. Thank you for asking. So I started pole dancing at a studio in Newcastle with my ex-girlfriend at the time, and we thought it would be a fun couples thing to do, something so fruity and wild for us to go and learn to spin and feel sexy together. And then sadly we split, and I insisted on keeping pole dancing in the divorce. I was really not even good at it at the time. I was pretty average, to be honest, but it felt really good and it felt really special to me, and I kind of had this gut instinct that I need to keep this in my life and you need to go.
Yeah.
So, maybe that's spiteful, but also maybe it's just a healthy boundary. So I stayed there. I luckily had a good group of dancers in my class, and I continued building up my skin strength, building up my muscle strength, and progressing through the pole levels. And then lockdown came about with the start of the pandemic, and all of the studios shut. And I realized just how terribly important it was in my life and how much I missed it. And so when studios reopened, I really committed myself wholeheartedly to maximizing my pole skills, man. I had to up it. I had to get my splits. I had to get strong as hell. I had to get my flow. I really invested a lot of my time and energy into building things up as much as I possibly could, because it felt good. Once you move past the barrier of stripping down in front of strangers and doing something athletic, it's very therapeutic in my experience. So I did that for many months, and then I was very lucky to have a stripper friend who loaned out her ex-pole to me sometimes, and then eventually down the track she sold it to me, and that really kick-started my journey with performing live, and it has been a beautiful, beautiful journey since then. Just me and my ex-pole, affectionately named Patty after my nan.
Oh my
Who taught me to dance when I was younger. Yeah.
Bless.
So Patty comes with me everywhere, big beast of metal, and she and I have been dancing together since.
Yeah. So look, you have a Rapture show coming up very soon on the 2nd of February. And I'm so bummed that I haven't made it along yet, because every time it comes up, I'm like, I have to get to this show. Can you tell us about what we can expect?
I can absolutely tell you what you can expect. So I, with my beloved Patty, will be pole dancing on the evening, and I also host and MC the shenanigans. And by shenanigans, I mean fast, loose, sexy people just doing what they do best and celebrating their queer, beautiful bodies. So I have an incredible cast lined up. I have the darling Bravissimo Hoops, who loves to crack stock whips.
Ooh.
And he cracks roses out of my mouth. It's a very special skill he holds. Yeah, it's brilliant. He hasn't hit me yet either in the years he's been doing it. It's quite special.
It's a bonus.
And then we have some other brilliant performers who do contortion and circus tricks. We have some fire, which is always really fun to heat up the room like that, and you can feel it kind of on your skin because it's quite a close, intimate evening, and it's what it really comes down to is a gathering of queer folks being slutty, feeling beautiful together, celebrating life, celebrating body. And it's a privilege to get to hold it at the Rogue Scholar, where I can reach out, touch people, steal a drink, and tell them just how much I love them. That's what you can expect.
Yeah. How has the show changed over the years, and what have you kept in that you love about the show, and what's kind of made its way out?
What has evolved has been a stripper-style floor show that is kind of the piece de resistance amongst the evening, where all the performers jump in, and if they have any clothing left on, it quickly flies away. And the audience bring cash donations and make it rain on the performers. And all of that money gets collected and given to a cause of choice that we support. And some of those in the past have included the Gender Centre, they've included what were you wearing, it's included Acon Health, it's included Share the Dignity, and all of them in some way or another support the queer community in some healthcare way, whether it's gender affirmation or sanitary products or mental health care. And I'm really passionate about giving back when I can. The things that have changed, I've gotten better at hosting.
It's pretty hard,
at hosting. It can be, yes. But also, I find that if we're just having a conversation, if I'm just telling my mates how incredible they are, and they're telling me how incredible I am, then it's a good night. And that's all I really need. Chuck a few jokes in there, give them a butt wiggle, and happy days.
What kind of impact do you think a night like this has on the local scene and the local queer community?
For the queer community, hopefully, it's a fun night out. It's a breath of fresh air. It's an affirmation of, I'm here, I'm queer, get used to it, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna enjoy ourselves. And we're going to get a little bit nasty in the process. That's the love and the blessing I hope to give to the queer audience in Newcastle and everywhere. The impact, however, can be varied and can be vast. In previous shows, I've had people come out to their family that they've brought along halfway through the show. I had a beautiful young woman come out as bisexual to her brother who was attending with her, and that was really something to behold and to celebrate on the evening. It does mean a lot to hear stuff like that and hear that there is some kind of small change amongst the chaos of undies flying in every direction and people just going out and trying to have a nice time. That's really special.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Cleo, look, honestly, you're an inspiration to me, and I know that a lot of people look up to you, and I think you're brilliant. So thank you so much for spending some time with us today. It's been great to talk.
That is very kind of you. I envy your mullet as an expert in hair. It's been a pleasure to watch it and to talk to you today. Bless up and good night, Australia.
This is where it
Sounds good.
good stuff.
Lisa McGuigan is teaming up with well-renowned concert pianist Van Ann Nguyen for a very exclusive event at Vamp Wine Rooms in the Hunter region. The event will marry 5 specially selected wines by Lisa McGuigan with the enchanting music of Van Arn in combination with a delectable 5-course menu crafted by renowned chef Jonathan Heath. Concert piano! Da, 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 da. It's happening on the 15th of March. Head to newcastlelive.com.au to find out more.
The good stuff. That's it for the good stuff today. I'd love to say a big thank you to Cleo Rapture for joining us. Make sure to grab your tickets to see The Rapture before it's too late. It will sell out pretty quickly. Thanks heaps for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow from 4 p.m. for more of the good stuff.